Hi guys, and welcome back to War of Prayers. Last time we found out a lot of intense news, including that Liam is part of Rebellion. We still don't know his reasons, and now he's asked us to fight him, so let's see what happens. I point my wand at Liam. I'll free him from his imbalance. I'll make it so that he never has to lie again. I'll make it so that he can smile a real smile. I'll free him. I have to. I hear a dripping sound. It starts to rain around us like falling tears. Silence fills the air. Liam points the tip of his needle at me, still smiling unsteadily. His posture has no openings. We both have to be serious about this. The plaza is empty, no one to stop us, no one to watch us. You know, Liam, I brush my wet bangs out of my face and smile. I still only want you as my knight. Kayla, how can you be so forgiving of others? His needlepoint moves. I draw a circle in the air. The rain is all that watches over us. Liam Main Story, Chapter 14. Liam makes the first move. His sharp needlepoint thrusts swift and sure towards my neck. I fall back and thrust my wand out. Spinning ring of protection, spin loosely, Rotterdam. Just before a dark circle flies out of the wand and encircles me, too slow. Liam's right needle lightly grazes my skin. His left needle gets deflected by the dark circle. He looks at his left hand and smiles unsteadily. I study Liam through my dark circle. I can't lower my field. If I do, he'll close in immediately, and I'll be finished. But I can't fire any major spells while I'm maintaining this field. Even if I could, would I have it in me to fire magic at Liam? I shake my head. Blackstone, fly, rupees! Countless magical masses fly out at Liam. Liam easily deflects the spell with his needles. Your weak attacks won't even scratch me. Liam's smile cuts like a knife. No, I can't resort to pleading and whining. If I'm to talk any sense into Liam, I have to win this. And if I want to win, I can't do this half-heartedly while protecting myself. Liam steadies me quietly, gauging my determination. Liam moves fast, faster than I can cast. What if I bait him into attacking and then avoid it? No, that's too hard. I'd never avoid him in time. But maybe if I just minimize the damage and tank it. I glance at the spot where I got grazed. It's bleeding, but I'm so tense, I don't feel any pain from it. I'd better end this quickly. If the anti-rebel army gets here, they'll arrest Liam. I gather magical power within me. Come, Kayla, you want to end this, right? Liam smiles, and so do I. I release my protective field and run at Liam's side. Liam hesitates for a moment. His giant needles come to a stop in front of me. Sorry, Liam. I thrust at my wand. Power of darkness, rain down, pluvia. Liam's needles reflectively shift to clash against my wand, but by the time they do, my magical power is gathered into masses. Dark magical masses rain down upon Liam. I use that opening to get some distance from Liam and get ready to cast something. Liam weaves and slashes through the rain. The magic runs out of steam before the needles do. I'm not done yet. Darkness, blowout, Ventus! I fire a blast of magic at him from the side. The moment Liam swerves to dodge it, he suddenly loses his balance. He tries to block the blast with his needles, but it hits him dead on. What? Is Liam hurt? Liam goes down to one knee, huffing raggedly. I see a trickle of red mingling with the rain on the streets. I had heard someone got injured in the fighting between Rebellion and the anti-rebel force. Was that Liam? Liam rises to his feet and grips his needles, but my wand moves faster. Fly, peck and devour, Cornix! I summon a single crow. Its sharp beak pecks Liam's needles out of his hand. It's over, Liam. I point my wand at his chest. I feel an urge to cry. Rain pours down over us. It makes my gray spot sting a bit. Are we gonna kill him? Are we done fighting? You pass. You've grown strong, Kayla. Liam rises to his feet and smiles unsteadily. I bite my lip at the sight of his smile. Liam starts to stagger, so I lend him my shoulder. Turn me into the anti-rebel force. Not on your life. Let's go home. To our home. I misled you this entire time. I don't care. I start walking, dragging Liam with me. I love you, Liam. Liam eyes me with a conflicted expression. It's raining buckets down. When we get home, Sora isn't there. Liam seems slightly feverish from his injury in the rainfall. Premium bonus episode, Chapter 14. I hand Liam some dry clothes. Put these on before your cold gets any worse, and dry off with a towel, okay? Liam heads into his workroom silently. I take some dry clothes and grab a towel, then head into the bathroom to change. When I get back, I see Liam in a fresh change of clothes, standing and staring at the rain. Why did you shelter me? Liam asks without looking at me. Because you were injured. That's not a reason. Liam looks back at me and I look away. Because of your smile. Huh? There's something off about your rebellion smile. I don't want to see that. I made up my mind to make you happy. I look right at him. I hope you'll smile like the sun one day. I just want to see you have a genuine smile of enjoyment. I know it's selfish, I mutter, but suddenly Liam draws me into his arms. My slight fever is making him warmer than usual. My heart grows tight. He hugs me painfully tightly. I can feel myself growing as hot as he is. He whispers into my ear, "Thank you." His voice sounds oddly forlorn. "Liam, your fever and injury both look pretty bad. You need to lie down and rest." Liam shakes his head and hugs me more tightly. "Just let me stay like this." His body's so warm and strapping. I had no idea before now. I nod slightly, trying to keep my pounding heart under control. Liam says nothing. He just closes his eyes and embraces me. The only sound is the quiet rain. Liam agrees to give the full story once he's calmed down. I give him some hot cocoa to help with his cold. I believe that Annabelle died because she became a prayer maiden, because she was chosen by Troy. I believe she died because of a world that can't function without prayer maidens sacrificing themselves. Liam hangs his head as he speaks. I joined Rebellion because I thought they'd be better off destroyed. On the surface, I mended prayer maiden garments. On the down low, I worked for Rebellion. Over time, I stopped believing in anything. I listened quietly, but the more I worked alongside you, Kayla, the more I saw just how much prayer maidens were needed. It hit home for me how much light prayer maiden brings. To me, you were someone who brought light to the people. You weren't some pitiful sacrifice. Now, I understand how Christopher must have felt. You do? I tilt my head. Liam scratches his nose. I mean that we both have fallen in love with a prayer maiden. Haven't you figured that out yet? You can be so slow. Aww. His words echo repeatedly in my mind. I blush furiously. Liam takes a sip of cocoa and sighs heavily. You'd believe me if I said that, wouldn't you? That was a lie. Huh? When you live long enough, you'll start to learn suspecting people. Liam says, sounding discouraged. I smile. That's very sweet of you, Liam. What I'm getting from that is that you want me to live a long time. He looks at me head on. That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised to hear him be so upfront. I'm briefly at a loss for words, but I feel warm inside. I lean in, savoring the warmth growing within me. Okay, then promise me that you won't do anything dangerous. I'm gonna keep following you, so if you do dangerous things, that will put me in more danger. I look Liam in the eye. He's silent, staring down his cocoa. I guess promises are off the table for him. He doesn't really believe in them. I start to compose myself and shift gears to another topic when... Fine. Liam says, almost too softly to hear, "If you promise me that you won't die, Kayla." I promise. I can't die, not if I want to make you happy. I reply readily, with a broad smile. Liam stares at me in amazement. Something about his gaze seems forlorn. It gives me a bad feeling. The next morning, the rain has stopped. When I get up, Liam's nowhere to be found. Sora came home late last night. I check with him. Maybe he went to talk with Troy? The next morning, the rain has stopped. When I get up, Liam's nowhere to be found. Sora came home late last night. I check with him. Maybe he went to talk with Troy? The anti-rebel force is probably still out. It's dangerous to go outside. Then I spot a hastily written note sitting on the table. I'll be back. I'm keeping my promise. You'd better keep yours. Kayla, I don't hate you, but I don't love you either. That last line is written more sharply than the rest. That part's a lie, and the rest is true. But where did he go? I spent a long time observing Liam. I should know where he went. Where is he? The ship. There's only one place Liam would leave me behind for. A rebellion base? I shake my head. Manera mind. Annabelle summoned me. Do you think Liam believed that? Sora wags his tail. She might be a sister, but she's still a ghost. Something stinks. Maybe Liam went to face Annabelle himself. That ship should be leaving today. The ship's probably already sailed, so we rush to the temple to get help from Troy. We ask to be immediately shown in. When we do, Christopher's already there. Sora and I give Troy the story, leaving out the part about Liam being aligned with Rebellion. From what I can tell, Rebellion's taking Animus-bound ships that sailed today. They seem to know about Manera Mind. I want to give chase. Could you lend me a ship? Troy peers at us. There must be more to this. I'll permit it, but not if you're alone. We'll need another night too. I'm in. I want to look into something. Christopher speaks up, interrupting Troy. Troy considers this and looks at us. Christopher and I were just discussing the hollows that have opened in every kingdom. This timing can be no coincidence. I can't ignore the possibility that something's going on with Manera Mine. Investigate this matter and put a stop to it. Yes, sir! I'll tell every kingdom's knight and prayer maiden to head for Animus once they have things under control at home. I've got a boat I came in on. Hurry. Christopher starts off with long strides. I bow to Troy and hustle after Christopher. Ooh, pretty. Christopher's boat is the one that I saw from Pegasus back once. Thanks for the lift, Christopher. I've heard this island's not on any map. Can you get there? It's where my goal is. I can make it. He starts issuing steady orders to his crew. The boat sets at a surprising speed. It's several days from Sanctus to Animus. Maybe we should have borrowed a Pegasus. Pegasi can't pass Troy's barrier. That's why the ships. Christopher replies in a completely indifferent tone. There's no telling what lies ahead. You should probably transform before we disembark. You can draw my wand, right? Does that make you my knight? I ask something I've been curious about. Christopher replies bluntly. No. Then it must be Liam, right? Probably not him either. Why not? Both of you can draw my wand. Why wouldn't you be my knight? I tilt my head. Christopher turns his gaze to my crystal. Kayla, your crystal takes strongly after Annabelle's crystal. That's what led me to take an interest in you. Okay, and? I think the reason we can draw your wand has to do with how crystals are made. How they're made? You mean Manera Mind? When a crystal loses its power, a new crystal is formed from Manera Mind. The day that happens, stars fall over Animus like tears. That's how they came to name such days Lacrimosa days. Christopher gazes off over at the horizon, as if he sees one such falling star. When a crystal is newly formed, it receives the love that previous crystals pyramid and held. Crystals that go wild from love and shatter leave a powerful impression of love in the crystal that follows. Basically, Kayla, Annabelle's love lives on in your crystal. Annabelle wouldn't want either of us attacked by shadows. She's been trying to protect us with her love. So by allowing you to transform me, Annabelle protects you both? That's my best guess anyway. I think we can only draw out the wand because Annabelle permits it. I look down at my crystal, my dark crystal. Oddly enough, I've grown comfortable with its color by now. If Annabelle has a will of her own in the form of a crystal, what about the ghost Annabelle? Isn't this her in the life cycle right now? What about everything that ghost told me? Annabelle told me that Troy is hindering the life cycle, more specifically that his barrier is. If the barrier is there to protect against rebellion, and if she knew that Liam was part of rebellion when she lured us, I grip my crystal, the crystal that Liam said was the gentle color of night. I remember Liam's tender smile. Liam will feel awful if he learns that Annabelle's been misleading him. At the very least, I want to believe that look on her face when she talked about wanting help was real. I gaze out at the waves. Animus still isn't in sight. I get Christopher to transform me up on deck. Then we make landing at Animus. People are walking around, but they're all peculiar people with a fleeting air about them. We decide to split off and look for Liam. Knowing Liam, I bet he's headed straight for Manera Mind, but... I'm looking around uncertainly when suddenly I hear an explosion. That way! I run towards the source of the sound. The scenery is positively magical. Blue-white, glowing crystals sitting amid trees. Off in the distance, I can see what looks like a mine. It's all so beautiful, I can tell that this is the mineral. But before all of that, I see Liam surrounded by rebellion for some reason. Liam has his needles out and ready, but he seems hesitant when faced with his former allies. Something strange about the rebellion agents too. It's like they're devoid of life. I feel it in my bones. The barrier's broken. Did rebellion do this? The explosion must have been rebellion rigging up explosives towards the minerals. But Troy's barrier shouldn't be weak enough for that to mean anything. I don't understand what's going on. I just run over to Liam without thinking. Liam! Okay guys, we are going to stop here for today and finish this episode out with the very last episode, which will be the ending called Alone Together. Next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!